Floods, tropical cyclones, and major earthquakes are the top 3 hazard exposures of schools and is the deadliest and costliest. The most terrible consequences are deaths and injuries in schools. There are schools that are unusable because of damages, their prolonged use as shelters, having unsafe access, the loss of equipment and materials, or the lack of teachers or some effects of hazards which can hinder children to achieve their goals. In some cases, schools experience more than one hazard at one point in time. It should also be noted that schools are as well exposed to human-induced hazards like armed conflict and fire. The accompanying risk from natural hazards could be determined by the structural integrity of school buildings, awareness and capacity of teachers and students, geographic locations of schools, population distribution, and institutional support, among others. Many risks associated with hazards can be avoided by the actions we take.
So here are the steps of Family Reunification Plan.
Family reunification is to ensure that students and families are safely reunited in case of unsafe or unusual circumstances. Reunification simply means that students are reunited safely to their families. Before the event of disaster. First, update the class advisor for the emergency contacts. Second, authorization for permission. Only authorized persons that are found in the list of contacts will be permitted by the school to fetch the student in the event of disaster. During the disaster.
First, no one will be allowed to get inside nor out of the campus. And last, all the students will be accounted by the teacher.
After the disaster. First, reunification area are designated near the gate. No parents will go beyond the reunification area. Second, ask the reunification officer of the details of the student like the name, student, and class advisor. Third, notify the authority. The reunification officer will then call the teacher or advisor to release the student. And last, releasing the student. The parent will then sign the releasing form indicating the name of the student, the name of the parent or authorized person to fetch, time, contact number, destination, and signature.
Remember, in case of an event of disaster,
The students will not be released in the school unless an authorized person to fetch the student
will get the student.